Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Tuesday, March the 19th, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right, that's all for today. Crude, full stop out, loss of risk of 24, loss of 48. The YM currently has a get in sync possibility. Still 2.5 minutes to market open. Unleaded has had a full loss for 118 ticks and a stop and reverse for 104. So down 222 ticks on two positions. A potential long trade on soybeans for market open, and unleaded is in the long trade from 2.7406, and the market is just about open, and YM has gone too far, so no trade there. We'll look for a new one. Market starting to move ahead of the open. Still another 20 seconds. Please do say hello in the chat. And the market is open. The Russell was over half an hour ago at short trade, so we'll wait for the next one on that. Unleaded, getting close to money management. Money management at 443, and we've got as high as 442. And there we go, money management on unleaded. We got to 447. Target one was 448. So I need just a little bit more. Not a bad place to take profit if you're trading target one. Get back up to 447 again. There's 446, 47. I would mark it out of the position. Hanging at 447. YM with a short trade that I didn't notice watching the unleaded trade unfold there. That trade is short, and trying to head for, yep, there's money management and target. 35 tick target. That's a one and done session, or will be a one and done session. We'll trailer at 221. Russell picks up a long winner. See if that, that looks like it probably went too far too fast. It did pull back to the entry here, but to close that bar, we were one tick away. Looks like we're probably one tick away from money management there. No, we were 3 ticks away. Most likely we got into that, so I will count that as a no trade. This one we definitely got in. Pull back, short trade. Looks like we got ticked into that. Well, no, too fast to have gotten into the long trade. So we get it. We get the short and go for the full stop out there. Risk was 12 ticks, so that's a loss of 48 ticks on 4 positions. Here is a new long trade that it set up. It was filtered out by the hybrid mode filter, and we got the chase ticks on the close of the bar. You can play that a couple of different ways. Since the chase would have set up at the original stop, you could have gone ahead and placed this trade at the original stop, because it's not technically a stop and reverse at that point. It's just a stop out and a new long trade, because now once the bar closed and it wasn't in the calculator recognized the stop out, the trade became valid. So we'll call this one long on soybeans. YM did stop out at 221, so that is a one and done session. We did get to money management, so that's a break-even trade on the Russell, and then a long winner for our second trade, trailing at 43.4 at the moment. Unleaded, getting through targets 1 and 2, trailing at 449. So a tick beyond target 1. Target 1 was 47 ticks. At less 5, the 5 tick for our stop and reverse adjustment, so 42. $462 for the stop now. Target 2 on that trade was 475, that was worth 69 ticks. So that puts us at down 153 for target 2. And down 180 for target 1. Target 1 for soybeans. That nets us 9 ticks. No change in the micro Russell. Trailing stop sitting at 478 now on unleaded. I'd probably put that at 473. Keep it a couple of ticks below that swing low. $44.4 for the micro Russell. Crude still waiting for its second trade of the 9 a.m. mini session. And our stop currently is on soybeans at 85.5. And I believe it just stopped out. Yep, soybean stopped out for 1 tick on the remaining 3 positions, so that's 12 ticks. We're down 36. Stop moved up to 79. I still would keep it at 75, or 73 rather. I'll give up that 6 ticks to get a bigger trade here. Still haven't gotten below 75. And micro Russell stops out. So 1 loss, 1 win. And the initial trade was no trade. Too fast to have caught. YM is done. So that's where my stop would be. That low was 475, so 473 was a good choice. Now an up close here, and I will go ahead and move it up. Move it up to 489. Okay, move it up to 489. Right there. $83 ticks on the trailer so far. On unleaded. New short trade on soybeans. Or a new potential short trade. It hasn't set up yet. Notice we just got the entry point. We got no stop or targets yet. So looking for a crossover here on the cyan line. Needs to cross below the yellow line to confirm the white trade. And I think we moved up. Yeah, 94, and just stopped out at 494. So 88 ticks on the trailer, along with our 69 is 157 of our 222. So down 65 ticks. Waiting for another trade. 65 ticks for target 2. Target 1 is down 88, and now we have a short trade. No trigger yet on the short. All right, we got our crossover on the soybeans, so we have a short setup at 1184 flat. That has not triggered yet. And that's a healthy size trade. 15 tick target 1. And a 21 tick risk. So that's a 20 point. Yeah, given. So yeah, it's 5.25. 84 to 89.25. 5.25 point risk. So 21 ticks, or 21 point risk on the net risk on the trade with 4 positions. That's a pretty significant risk. That's $1,000, what, 1,050 risk on the trade. That's going to take a pretty good size account. About a $50,000 account to take that trade. Trade that broke even was actually close to that. Was 19 ticks, so that's 4.75 points, or 19 points overall. There is a short on crude. And triggering in the short for sure. There it. See, yep, money management on crude. Possible short on the micro Russell. I'll have to look and see. We hit both entry and stop on the same bar, so I'll have to see which one happened first there. So we'll put the line there. First we'll mark the trade up. Looks like we hit target 1, so that's going to be, well, we're still down. And our unleaded short picked up target 1. And crude stopped out at the break even. So we're still down there. Picked up 11 on target and 1 on the stop for 12. Still down 36. Still no trigger on the soybeans trade. And stopping out on the unleaded trade. So that's just a couple of ticks for target 2 traders. Down 63 now. Target 1 traders got a 26 tick target. 27 ticks from their 88 puts them down 61. So they're actually better off than target 2 right now. Both are flat. All right, there was our entry. There is our, yeah, there's our setup. Looks like we went to the stop first and then came down to the entry. So that is a valid trade. Crude, by the way, oops, I'm showing the micro crude. Oh well, looking at micro crude today. But we are on the May contract as of yesterday. Getting all 4 targets and trailing to 39.6. So a nice winner there, and now we have a long trade. Needs one more tick for money management. Needs to get to 42.5. She may need to get even. Entry was, yeah, 41.1, so it needs to get to 42.5. We have 1, 2, 2 wins and a loss so far. Actually, we may not have. That one right there. Let's see where we would have been there. 41.1. Yep, we'd have survived that one. And that's going to be... No, that's not an intrabar stop out because we didn't quite get there. So we are still long on the micro Russell. Nothing doing this morning on the pound Aussie. Soybean short is still valid. We're getting within about got within 2 ticks of the entry. And now within 1 tick of, gotten within one, yeah, there's 1 tick, 84.25. 1 tick away from the, and a new short, same entry. Notice it's a green trade now, and our money management is up here at 81.75. Not nearly as big a trade. 87.75 for the stop now, and there's the trigger in. Full stop, full loss on the micro Russell, and now a short. I'll move unleaded up here. Over the YM, since the YM is done. So we can look and see what the micro NQ has done. On Catapult, 4-minute wait to our start time. That one is valid. Except likely not tradable. Looks like it went too far too fast. Possibly pull back on the 3rd bar. Now in a, not in it anymore, but we got a break even long for the second trade, for that trade. And we have a break even on the short trade on the Russell. Long trade on the micro Russell. And we are in our 10 a.m. crude mini session. 9 a.m. session ends 36 ticks down on my... Go way back here. Right there. Looks like that's a valid trade. We did get in on that third, but we got it. It came back to the almost exactly to the entry at 8 and in the 8-second bar, so that one wouldn't count. So this bar is 4, 8, 12. So yeah, this bar we definitely got in, so it's a valid trade and a solid winner. So we pick up targets 2, 3, and 4 and a trailer in between 3 and 4 and a break even, and that's where we are. Micro Russell picking up another long trade. That one has hit money management. So we have 2 wins, 2 losses, and a break even. This is the last trade of the morning. Right? Yeah. Loss there, win. Win there, loss, break even, and trade number 6. Looking for target 3, since we got money management and are trailing now. So looking there for target. Please do say hello in the chat. Nice to know who all is here. Okay, so they have exhaustion dots, but the last overbought or oversold reading is an overbought reading. We didn't quite get get up far enough to get a long trade. Micro Russell getting close to target. 43.2. All right, getting close to target on soybeans, and we missed target by 1 tick. That's a trade for profit area. You don't want to miss the target 3 by a tick and come all the way back to a break-even stop. So we'll figure a couple of ticks of slippage there, and that was especially being the last trade of the day. We're done there otherwise. Good morning, Steve. I am doing well. Definitely having to keep my eyes moving this morning because action is going several different places. Look, we got within 1 tick of target on soybeans. Slow Monday. Probably we're positive on Micro Russell with two solid wins. Win 1, loss, win 2. Oh, that's right. That's the one I said was a no trade. So, loss, win 1, win 2, loss 2, break even, and break even. Counted a win since we got there. Should have taken some profit there. But should be a positive session. Waiting for back up to the entry on soybeans. Got down to 82 flat with an 81 3/4 target. Short trade on the micro NQ. Anybody that doesn't know hasn't heard what charts we're running, please speak up, and I'll be glad to go through those. And I'm certainly not advocating trying to trade all 7 charts that we're showing here in the morning. These are just examples. Soybeans kind of consolidating a little bit here. And the micro NQ stops out. That is loss number. Okay, win number 1. Break even number 2. That is a loss on number 3. Back and forth morning. Crude looking like it's going to break out. It's in the low 80s again. It's at session highs, 82.65, 66. looking at the micro Russell, 3 break-even trades in a row tells you you're not getting much extension at this point. Crude and unleaded definitely breaking out again. Not nice for those of us at the pump, but those in the industry are certainly going to be happy. Soybeans still the only active trade right now. Didn't get down to its session low. It set right around market open. Now going back up to test the 50, it looks like. Testing the 20 SMA and the 50 EMA. Trend indicator is a 20 SMA. Simple moving average. And the 20 simple and the 50 exponential are converged right together. And the 200 is just coming on screen up there at the top. Soybeans definitely in very much a downtrend at the moment. Another short trade on unleaded. This is a sizable trade. If it works through, this is very likely to get us positive. Yep, 74 tick target 2, 48 tick target 1. Some movement, but a lot of sideways. And a stop and reverse possibility on soybeans, 85 3/4. Still short for the moment. Still short. Getting up to 85 and a half. Trying to stay in the trade. Definitely hiding the entry a couple of ticks above the 50 EMA. But that's our normal stop and reverse adjustment is 2 ticks. Which puts it in a pretty good spot right now, a couple of ticks above the 50 EMA. If it's going to break through and move with any kind of conviction, that's probably not a bad place. But we certainly don't want it right on the 50 EMA for an entry. Sideways action. Still, let's see. There's a long trade on micro NQ. Just trigger, yeah, it's definitely in the target, yeah, in the trade. Soybeans still short, but with the potential stop and reverse to long. One win, one break even, one loss on micro NQ. Calculator currently is going to be tracking the long on soybeans, but we are actually still in the short. We did hit the entry unadjusted, so that the stop and reverse will stay valid unless we hit the stop or get another short trade that would cancel it. Soybeans back down to the original short entry. And a full stop out on the micro NQ. Loss number 2 on trade number 4. And now a short trade on the micro NQ. Trade number 5. Unleaded trying to get through the 50 EMA again. And at least for the moment, we've got a bounce. Slow movement right now. Unleaded bouncing off the 50. Appears to have set a lower high. Seems to be trending lower. See if it makes another run at the 50. Not much going on to talk about this session. Good time for questions. And long on the micro NQ. This back and forth action is getting rather difficult. Soybeans survived the stop and reverse so far. Still valid, but we're halfway to target 1 again on the short side. Long on the micro NQ. Back at the entry level again. YM coming, or no, that's unleaded coming down. There's money management on the unleaded short. Target 1 at 439. And we got there, I believe. Yes, got to 37. So there's target 1. Trailer at 481. Looking for target 2 will get us get target 2 traders positive. That was 48. So we're down just 13 on target 1. So we're just a little bit more on the trailer. Entry at 487. So we need to get down to 474 for break even. 473 to get us positive for target 1. Target 2 traders need the full target, or at least what, 33 ticks on the trailer to get positive. So we need to get down to 54. So I can get the trailer almost down to target 1, and target 2 traders will get positive. Another push on, and there's money management on the micro NQ long. $98.5. Soybeans back at its entry again. Doesn't know where it's going. Now the trend indicator has gone negative, but the unadjusted entry has been hit, so the trade is valid. And there is finally a short for us on crude. Came down to 62, which was the entry, so I'd go to 61 for the entry. And that just touched the entry that I was at, so target 2 on unleaded, that's going to get everybody positive on unleaded. So let's see if crude is going to pull back as hard as unleaded is. Unleaded 451 for the trailer, so 5 ticks positive already in a solid and nice little trailer setting up. And there is a new short trade on soybeans that will cancel the stop and reverse setup. And it did trigger, so we're back to our original trade on the short side. There's the power of the stop and reverse adjustment. Combination of two things, stop and reverse adjust and adjusting around the... There's money management on crude. First trade of the 10 a.m. mini session. $407 for the unleaded trailing stop. Target 2, and we're now trailing on the micro NQ. 113.5 for the micro NQ trailer. And that's win number 2 against a break even and 2 losses. If we can get to target 3, we're definitely going to be pretty well even. Actually, with where the trailer is, we're going to be even anyway. No, the trailer's got to come up a little bit more. It's going to be close. Okay, we've been down to 1 tick away from target on soybeans once. If we get there again, I would definitely be of a mind to take profit. $116.25 for the micro NQ trailing stop. There's our next target. Looks like we just missed it by a tick. Target 3 at 138.75. Yeah, we missed it by a tick. That's another case of take profit, although the stop's not quite as far back this time, since we are trailing already. $376 for the trailer, almost down to target 4 on unleaded. Micro crude just not able to push through the 50 that time, but comes up to the 20 and maybe testing the 50 again. We'll have to see. $487 for the entry on unleaded. We're now down to 367, so 120 ticks on the trailer so far. And we were at 63 and 61 down, depending on which position you were trading, which target you were trading. Coming into this one, so definitely positive on both of them, target 1 or target 2. Target 1 is going to be over 100 pips, 100 ticks positive. Target 2 is over 130 now. Crude getting very close to the stop out at 61. Pulling back a little bit, and there it goes. Just hit 61, so break even stop for the first trade of the 10 a.m. mini session. And we're now at 10 minutes till 11. So target 3 in hand on micro NQ, and the trailer is now up to 124 and a quarter, or 124 and 3/4. Still nothing happening on the pound Aussie. And stopping out at 367, I think 367. Did it come down again? 362. So 125 ticks on the trailer. 112 tick positive net result on target 1. 136 tick positive result for target 2. Trailing down to there. And that wraps unleaded. Long trade on crude at 67. And that triggers in, definitely triggers in, even if you didn't get in to start with. All right, stopping out at almost at 124 3/4 on the micro NQ. We did hit target 1, and then got a break-even stop, got a 1-tick stop out. So on another 9.12, so we're down 24 on soybeans after 3 trades. See if we can stick around for YM going through session highs. Soybeans is now flat, although that long trade now is a get in sync, because it's still a valid trade, hasn't hit stop or target. So this is a valid get in sync trade. Looks like it's a minimum trade. Yep, 6-tick target. 6, 10, and 14 would be 30 ticks. If we get the 3 targets, that we will get positive. Currently flat. We can take one more trade on the micro NQ. We're long on the micro crude. See what the full crude contract looks like. 9 a.m. It's not moving a lot anyway. There is our short. And yeah, it did the same thing that, yep, 48 down 48. Target 1 was 24. Looks like we did get target 1 there. Well, which is the same thing we did before. That target 1 is 15 ticks, so we pick up 16. So we're down 32. Break even there, down 30. And in the long now, yeah, that's it. So we ended up down 32. And not quite, a little bit better session, but still a loser. Break even there for 2 ticks. And we're in the long now. $23 tick target one there. Micro NQ just hit money management. That's only a 17 tick target at 84. Missed it by one. Equal the session high. That's what the full contract looks like. Micro crude getting target one for 17 ticks. That'll be a 2 and done for this session. 10 a.m. mini session. Final trade of the morning for the micro NQ is a short. And it's a sizable one with the wick. Yep, this one's going to be a target 1, 2, and 3. 31 points to target 1, where our normal target 2 is 28 and a half. $11, so soybeans with a long trade. This is a big long trade too. And not huge. 12 ticks to target 1, 18 tick risk. Target 2 would get us positive. Or target 1 and tick beyond target 2 or target 1 for the trailer. Crude pulling back. Micro crude still in the long. Break even stop at 68. Full contract still has the full risk on. Looking for target at 93. $96, excuse me. Yeah, that's right. 93 is money management. All right. Micro crude just stopped out on the break-even stop. So it got 17 ticks plus 1, 18. That's power of quitting for the 10 a.m. session from micro crude. Full contract still has the full risk on and is in the long. Soybeans in a long. And stop and reverse to short now possibility on crude at 59. Love to hide that behind the 50 EMA, but that's too much of a move. That's 50 EMA is 4 ticks away. So you're looking at least a 5 or 6 tick adjustment on top of the stop and reverse adjustment. And triggering short. So we go 73 to 59. 14 ticks down 28. $22 ticks to target 1 is who would definitely help. But we've got to get down through the 50 EMA, which has been providing very strong support so far today. And this is our last trade of the morning on crude. Micro crude would be done. We picked up 2 in the first trade, so down 26. And taking a third loss on the micro NQ. So micro NQ probably going to be a slightly negative session. Micro Russell somewhat positive. YM was one and done. Soybeans is working on getting positive. Still down 24. And no trades on the pound Aussie. I'm just checking things. Soybeans back to its long entry. Bouncing off the 20 SMA. Slow, slow, slow. $50 EMA looks like it's putting up a fight again on crude. Crude in a short, soybeans in a long. Pound Aussie with no trades, and those are the three sessions we've got going. Everything else is done. Crude's in its last trade of the morning. Soybeans in trade number 4. And soybeans making a push back up the session open and significantly beyond that now. One tick away from target. 88 3/4 is the target. We've gotten to 88.50. And there is target one. Another 12 ticks in hand. Puts us down just 12. Looking now for target two. And our stop at 86 flat. See, target two is 19. Would put us 7 ticks positive, plus whatever we get on the final two positions. Long session this morning, going an hour and almost an hour and a half already. Another 5 to 10 minutes to the hour and a half mark. It's about where I'm going to need to call it a morning. Soybeans rejected at the 200 EMA. All right. Crude back to the entry point. Okay, 3 positions still in play. So we need another 4 ticks to get positive. 3 ticks gets us break even, 4 gets us positive. All right. Not trailing yet, other than the break-even stop. I have to push a little beyond the 200 EMA to get it to move up. And stopping out at 73 on crude with stop and reverse exit. So that will end crude. Full crude contract having 2 losing sessions this morning. Difficult morning there. Soybeans working on it. Soybeans and the pound Aussie, the only charts now that are still active. Testing that 200 EMA again on soybeans. Not successfully yet. So let's see, we need 4 more ticks. So we need to get to 87 flat to get positive. And this is one of those cases where I think that's a good place to go ahead and push the stop to that point. We're close to getting positive as it is. Not if we get stopped out there, we are 3 ticks. We're 3 ticks positive. At least takes care of commissions and so forth, we hope. Probably just barely, if that. But keeps us from risking more on another trade in a market that's obviously not got any particular strength, it doesn't look like. Although if we can get target 2 at this point, we're definitely in good shape. And it's trying to push up through the 200 EMA. But we're up almost at 1189. We've been up 1189 and a quarter, looks like. So I'm okay with moving the stop up 4 ticks. So we can get to POQ. Says the action has definitely been somewhat back and forth this morning. Not taking a chance on now that last trade could be a big winner, but given the character of the market so far this morning, I wouldn't count on that. But you never know. Just depends on your risk tolerance. Looks like it got as high as 89 and a half. One more tick to get us a close above the 200. Needs to get to 80. The bar will close at 89 and a half, but the price needs to get to 89 and 3/4 for that bar to close. Well, didn't get very far. All right, folks, it's 11:34, so we're going back and forth again on this, and we did stop out at the 1187 that I set for the stop, so that gets soybeans to positive on the session, and I will call it a morning. So regular 9:30 session tomorrow, 10:30 crude oil inventory report, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Everybody have a good one.